We're going to get into the car, ambient lighting, welcome effect in the head unit and in the instrument cluster. Let's take the key, unlock, see the light in the background, green, then lock, back to red, then unlock once again, and again we can see how the light changes. Long press has no effect. And last but not least, press the last button twice to open the trunk. However, that is only possible if the car is turned off and locked. We're now going to open the door. Welcome effect in the instrument cluster and in the head unit. Our first stop is going to be the steering wheel. So let's give it a second and get ready. Before we start with both sides, we're going to mention the additional lever at the bottom for AC, C, and limiter. However, we will focus on both sides, the left and the right side, first. View to switch between a reduced or a regular view. We can access the left or the right tube. Then navigate up or down to go through the different menu options. Use OK in the center to reset the values. Then use a long press to turn the head-up display on or off. On the right, we have steering wheel heating, media controls, as well as the voice assist. Favorite button, use a long press to open a menu in the head unit where we can select different types of content. Last but not least, phone to accept incoming calls or open the phone menu. Moving on to the instrument cluster next. We have our view button on the left. We can open the left and also the right tube, starting off with the left first. Then on to the right. We can start route guidance. Have a look at the media menu. Show the playlist of the currently selected source. Select phone and see the recent calls. And we can also start a phone call as well. Up next, head-up display. In order to operate the head-up display, we have to use the head unit. Select display settings. And we can then adjust different options. For example, turn the head-up display on or off, change the position, increase and decrease the brightness, change the height, or rotate the display as well. We can select the content shown. We can turn on the demo mode, watch videos about assistant systems, and also about games. Moving on to the head unit, drop-down menu which functions as the notification center. Home consisting of 3 different pages. We can select the content for the widgets used. In the main menu, we find default or native, as well as third-party applications. Use a long press to change their position. We can create folders. Use a long press to delete a folder, or use a long press to uninstall an application. On the left, we can edit the Quick Control menu. Profile shortcut in the left-hand corner, as well as the main features above. Navigation, radio and media, different media sources, phone, as well as charging. Furthermore, settings, as well as the App Store. At the bottom, in the lower bar, we find different climate settings and options. Our next stop is the passenger display, home section, no drop-down menu, but only 3 widgets. Again, we can select the content shown. We have our main features on the left, navigation, radio and media, main menu, as well as phone. We have to grant access via the head unit first. We can switch between different devices or jump to the connection manager. We can turn the display on and off, then tap to turn it back on. In the center console, we have a couple more options. Drive modes, which we can also see in the head unit. We have a shortcut for driver assistance. Automatic parking assistance with multiple views. Gear shift. Now the last thing we're going to do is open the door, close it again, then take the key one last time after we've turned off the car and lock the vehicle.